8:05 almost.
A group will do something, group 1 and group 2 will do some other.
Oh man!
So I am at the Nike campus in the Netherlands, and they have a store on campus that I'm going to be visiting now. That's the one. Alrighty, just getting back to the room. Let's quickly unbox this pair that I got from the employee store. The time right now is 9:45 p.m. I'm in Amsterdam now, which is why you'll probably see me in my Stone Island sweatshirt. And I've got this nice beanie from Kith. This is from the Kith and Kin collection. But hey, that's not why we're here. We're here because I made a purchase at the Nike employee store. I gotta tell you why I picked up a Cold Walls TN, or the A Max Plus if you will. I got this in my true size, which is a US 9 UK 8. I remember when the pair dropped on the A Cold Wall website, there was a white colorway and the black. I really like the white because I don't have an A Max TN, and of the two colorways I thought the white made more sense because, you know, like I've said before, I'm not a fan of triple black colorways. There was a third colorway, the electric blue, but that pops too hard for me. Anyway, I get to the Nike employee store and they just so happen to have one last pair in my size. So hey, my first trip to Amsterdam, my first trip to the Nike headquarters and the employee store, and they have a pair in my size. I had to get this just to commemorate or celebrate this trip. Anyway, let's go through the box. You have some nice A Cold Wall and Nike swoosh. You have these blue cutouts right here, like your air unit. More of the A Cold Wall branding. And let's lift the lid on this because you have more branding right here. A Cold Wall, air, and the swoosh. Some nice butter paper. You see the A Cold Wall and TN code right there, and as you lift it you'll see more of that branding on the paper right here. Smells like leather and glue, as it should. Bam. Woo. It's too much light happening, so give it some time to adjust, and there you have it, the A Cold Wall collaboration with Nike on the A Max TN. Of course, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. So let's go through the details of this pair. It's got very subtle hits of A Cold Wall's design language. Like, you know, it's very industrial, for lack of a better word, and you will see that in the minimalism of this pair. For example, the entire upper is made of leather. It's got this nice soft leather, unlike other TN pairs which would probably have mesh and plastic overlays. This one is all leather on the uppers, and you see some subtle branding, like you have the ACW TN98, and this is like a sail colored mid panel that goes all the way around it. And on the outsole, of course, let's take a look. You have that TN outsole with the TN Air branding and the Nike swoosh. One interesting thing about this pair that I really like is that it's built in a way that it's going to age and yellow out. So all of these panels are bound to yellow out with use, and that's supposed to be the aesthetic of the pair. And you see the ACW Nike here. Here's the serial number. You have the ACW logo and the subtle hit of a plus, all under this cage, which is kind of clear or translucent for that matter. Right, you have the X with the branding that we've seen already on this panel. And the interesting bit is that they have these cutouts. So the leather has actually been laser etched or cut out. So you have those small blocks. Even your swoosh is laser etched. So you have those subtle hits. And I think with use, these areas will yellow out more. So they're going to pop or stand out on the all white upper. Your mud guard as well, looking like it's already begun to age. Right there, all the way through the toe box and the mud guard right here. And while that was the lateral side, here's a look at the medial side. You see the red hits right here on the air unit. I would expect it to be blue, but it's red and yellow. I think like the OG colorway as well. These air units though are more gray. And another look at the outsole. Of course, the tongue, they don't come with spare laces. You just have these flat laces, but the tongue also is leather. You see a cold wall branding done right here, and then again on the top of the tongue, a jeweled cold wall and air logo done there. So on the right pair, the insole just has your regular Nike Air, whereas on the left pair you have the cold wall branding done there. And you see the line running through, just like you saw on the paper. Well, I think that's about it. I went through the size on this pair. Now I gotta tell you, of course, the only good time to wear this pair is probably winter, because it's an all leather upper and there's no cutouts and there's no mesh, so there's no breathability. So wearing this in summer or in humid conditions wouldn't be a great idea for sure. Alright, this other thing that I want to talk about is, you see the air units, right? Like you saw on the medial side, it's red here, whereas everywhere else it's got that grayed out or muted tone. But what you'd see that's interesting is that the paint on the midsole or even around these air units, you see that yellowing there? That's to give it that unfinished industrial look and give it a bit of a, I don't know, a bit of a vibe. Right, anyway, that's it for this pair. I'm gonna slip these on feet to show you what they look like. A big factor that I forgot to mention, and also something that helped me seal the deal or decide to pick this up, is the fact that I got a discount. So I got this at about 40% marked down from the MRP. So what more do you need? What more can I ask for on my first trip to Amsterdam? I know the all white colorway makes more sense in summer, but you know, it is what it is, as my friend would say. Well, that's it then for this review detailing the Cold Wall Nike TN or the Air Max Plus. Let me know in the comments what you think of the pair, and is this something that you would copy?